hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay. Bah. Randy Replay. Bah. Randy Replay back at it again. Your Minnesota Vikings, after losing to a disappointing game against the Detroit Lions, are now welcoming in the 0-7 Washington football team into US Bank Stadium. The Minnesota Vikings sit 2-5, third place in the division now after the loss to the Lions. We are sole owners of third place. The Green Bay Packers 1-6. They finally got a win, and the Chicago Bears keep on winning. So, that being said, we do have one thing to address before this game. Mike Zimmer had mentioned in the pregame conference, post-game press conference rather, I wish Randy Replay could talk, that the turnovers are just stacking too much, and he thinks Stephen Campagna just needs some time on the bench. So, Smeagol, who has played in 3 games this season, will now get his first official start of his NFL career. His NFL starting debut, if you rather put it that way. The key to the game here is just limit the turnovers. If you turn over on this team, Alex Smith and Josh Dotson will run crazy on you. It's Thursday Night Football. The Minnesota Vikings will be in their color rush jerseys, and we will see them for the first time this season. Well, I mean the only time this season. Limit the turnovers, get the run game going, and we will go out of this week with a win. And hopefully have a better placement going into the bye week in just 4 weeks from today. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in just a moment. And I just want to take a moment to welcome you all. This presentation of EA Sports is brought to you by EA Sports. EA Sports, if it's in the game, it's in the game. The Washington football team, sitting at 0-7, travels to the frozen tundra of the Minnesota Vikings at US Bank Stadium, plays host to a Thursday night romper next. And hello and welcome everybody. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis are your TV commentators, but you're stuck with the simulcast here. Randy Replay, still no sideline analyst to figure out what's going on the field. Stephen Campagna leads his team out despite not starting this game. He is the team captain, so he will still lead the team out onto the field. And Pioneer and Monsoon Air present Thursday Night Football. The Minnesota Vikings are sponsored by Monsoon Air, of course, and they'll be wearing their color rush jerseys. The Washington football team will be in their normal away jerseys. So here we go. The big thing here, limit the turnovers. You've had 5 in the last game against the Lions, and they scored and won the game. You have to believe they would run the score up there, but Chris Thompson, 19 carries, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. In last week's game, rather. You have to believe we would have scored there at the end. We were running down. Smeagol's pumped. Greg Stroman, 12 returns for just shy of 300 yards. He's ready to return this thing as Minnesota gets ready to do battle against Washington. It's 0-7. Brandon Baker's right-footed kick. Boom! Is away. It'll be down in the end zone like it normally is. Another touchback for Brandon Baker. And now for Washington, this man who needs no introduction, he's a seasoned vet, Alex Smith. He's 129, 205, 14, 38, touchdown, 6 picks. We'll see what they want to deploy here as they start from their own 25. The Minnesota Vikings defense doing a very good job this season getting the defense off the field first. Minnesota Vikings will show blitz. They'll send a couple safeties to the line to meet these Washington football players. And it's a short run up the middle for a couple. They're going to give them 3. So as you can see, Drew Ward is out there on this play. Linebackers will pinch. It's a good decision, and he's brought down by, that will be Jeremy Lindsey. Geis has only 2 yards on 2 carries. Swarm of Vikings there, and it's quickly 3rd and 8 now. Donut is the call on the field. Third down already for the Minnesota Vikings defense. The linebackers will spread. The defensive line will pinch. Alex Smith looks left, looks right, throws middle, short throw, caught by Geis. Brought down by Jalen Myrick, and Thompson, rather, is down. The ball is rested on his hand. He's holding his wrist. Will step aside. Doesn't seem to be a big issue. He's just a little upset he didn't get that first down. Thompson. And Jalen Myrick gets credit for the tackle, and we will see Smeagol again. The Minnesota Vikings defense forces a 3-and out here. Here's May. May is big left-footed kick. Myrick will let it bounce. And oh my heavens, what a kick. Down at the 1. Stroman downs it at the 1 for the Vikings. So Smeagol's first opportunity will be a big one. We will skip the introductions, I guess, for Smeagol. His first career start. What do you do here? You're backed up literally in the shadow of your own end zone. It's a give to Matthew Peterson. He'll get about 6. So we've talked about it all week. The run game for the Minnesota Vikings definitely an issue for the Minnesota Vikings, and we will see what happens here as Minnesota Vikings. Smeagol Axberg comes out, empty shotgun set. Smeagol's first pass in his first start. It's a short one, but it's caught by Lou Wang. Lou Wang will get the first down and a little bit more. Smeagol's 1 for 1 for 8 yards. So Minnesota Vikings have their first down with Smeagol under the helm. Cameron Quick will move in motion to the right side of the formation. Travis Parker is the back. It's a pitch to the aforementioned Parker. Parker will get a couple yards. They'll give him 3. Turned nothing into something here. Brought down by Josh Norman. Aaron Moss out there now. Smeagol out of the shotgun, flanked by Aaron Moss. The give is to Moss. Moss will find a hole, but it will close quickly, as now it's a 3rd and 1 situation. So 3rd and 1, Terrence Frelix in the backfield. They will send Matthew Peterson man in motion to the right side, making it a far. It's a give to Terrence Frelix. I don't think he got it. I really don't think he got it. And they're going to call it 4th and inches. We're going to take another look at this. Of course, there's something in the way of the camera. This will be the shot that we need to see. It's hard to tell, man. Hard to tell. And Mike Zimmer will throw the challenge flag. He believes his man got the first down, so we'll step aside.
Previous play is under review.
And there's really no good angle that we saw. I don't know why you throw the challenge flag. I do believe he did not get this first down. I mean, there's not really a good angle here. If I had a sideline analyst, he would give his input here, but here we go. The decision has been made. It was quick.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the stadium announcer said 1st and 10, but it's still 4th and inches. So after some miscommunication there, the Minnesota Vikings will punt. Taylor Pauline. And when you start at your own 1, it's never going to be, a sure thing you're going to get out of there. Here's the returner. He's going to get up to the 33. That is Geis, of course. And here comes Alex Smith back at it again for the Washington football team. Out of the shotgun, flanked by Geis. Big throw. And it's picked off by Matthew Arnsdorf. Matthew Arnsdorf picks off Alex Smith. Oh my goodness. What an interception. Undercut the route. Point Tralamalu was there, and Matthew Arnsdorf gets an interception. Inaudible. Cole Smith, wide receiver to the right side. Throws, Caught by Cole Smith. What a catch! And that will be a monsoon air Baru. Cole Smith packs it up and points to one of the members of the Washington defense. What a throw by Smeagol on the run. Perfect catch by Cole Smith. That'll be good enough for a monsoon air Baru and a Minnesota Vikings first down. Aaron Moss flanks Smeagol out of the shotgun on this play. Gets the snap, gives it to the aforementioned Moss. Moss will make himself skinny, and he'll get up to the 41, gain of 6. We run out of this formation more than anybody in the league. Smeagol under center. He's wasting this clock. Now, if that's what you don't mention or see in this game, Smeagol wastes the clock more than... Oh, my goodness, he fumbled, picked up by a Minnesota Vikings lineman. I do believe that is Batonio. He was just signed. So Aaron Moss cops it up, but the Minnesota Vikings get it back. That's another close turnover. That was a big hit, but Batonio will recover the ball. Aaron Moss, the most explosive guy here so far today in the run game. Again, we run out of this formation more times than anybody in the NFL. It's got a wide open man, and it's picked up. He undercut the route. No! Norman undercut the route. How does that happen? Norman came from out of nowhere, and we have an injured Viking. That's Sam Gable. He's looking at his left ankle there and picking off Smeagol in his first start. So Sam Gable, we'll take a look at the injury as well. He had an open guy right here. He was the only open receiver. He threw it. Just lofted it too much. Josh Norman, he was kind of looking at the ball. Josh Norman undercut the route. What a play. So now for the injury. We'll go to Sam Gable, see what happened. So off the play fake, Sam Gable. I didn't really see a tweak or anything. Maybe he caught it on his own foot right here. Oh, that might have been it. I don't know. I really didn't see anything, but he is down. He is writhing in pain. Is Zachary Anderson. So sprained ankle. He will not be able to play the rest of the game. Single back set. Quick throw. It's Cole Smith yet again. The repertoire. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Gets a late start. The kick is no good. It's wide left. And he misses it wide left. And Washington gives up the ball. Flanking Smeagol to the left. 11 run plays to 3 pass plays today for the Vikings. He gets the first down. That's all you got to do. Blake Letelier is down holding his stomach. That's the second injury of the game. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. We'll check back momentarily. Oh no, he's holding his right wrist. He's leaving. Blake Letelier going to the locker room. This is Sam Gable checking in. I thought he left the game. He's back. Oh my God, what a hit! Big hit on Sam Gable. He gets the first down. Blake Letelier dislocated elbow. Field. From the near. Terrence Felix tries to gauge the edge. He will do it. No, first down for... And Terrence Felix goes down. What is happening to the Minnesota Vikings offense? The Washington football team is playing dirty now, injuring 3 of our players. To this quarter. Oh my goodness. So here we go, Travis Parker, the big boy out there on this 3rd and 1. The most important drive for the Minnesota Vikings. They need to score. Smeagol turns, hands it to Parker. Parker will get the first down, trucks over a defender, and gets some more monsoon air. Baru. So Travis Parker wraps the present, points to it. Terrence Felix, bruised ribs, not going to return. And goal now. Wide open Vandershoff, end zone touchdown. Justin Vandershoff. Smeagol gets another touchdown on the season in his first start. He threw a pick, but you can't not hit him when he's wide open like that in the end zone. You have to watch him. I know he had a fumble last game that as we were driving to try and win it, but you got to put trust into people here, and that's what Mike Zimmer just did. Here's Brandon Baker to attempt the extra point. Extra point sneaks through on the right side, and it's quickly 7-0. Alex Smith out of the shotgun, flanked. That's Thompson in the backfield. It's a play action. Good coverage down the field. He's going to wing it. And it's caught! It's caught! Nobody jumped for it on our team, and that is a big completion down to the suburb! I cannot believe what I just saw. There was a host of Vikings. Nobody jumped. Everybody's looking at each other. Nobody got to the quarterback. We got two people playing QB spy on Alex Smith. 3rd and goal. Smith out of the pistol. Quick throw. Complete touchdown. Richardson. McLaurin, rather, beat his man, and that's kind of stumbled there towards the end of the route. This to make it 7-7. So the Hail Mary type play worked. Kick is good. 7-7. We're all knotted up again. 5:04 left to go in the first half. So throw for Vandershoff. He gets the first down with forward progress. And he's injured. Justin Vandershoff goes down. He's writhing in pain, holding his left knee. What is happening on the day? And he's not celebrating. He is in there, poised, ready. Ankle bruise will return soon. We have no choice. We have to keep him in there. Smeagol out of the shotgun. Throws. Cole Smith, first down, 1st and goal, Minnesota. Cole Smith is the hero so far. 4 receptions, 57 yards on the day. And just as we were about to say, not a lot of plays designed to get you this amount of yardage. Cole Smith comes through. Oh my goodness. And Smeagol now getting it done through the air. Smeagol in the shotgun, flanked by Vandershoff. Greystone Traveler is the call on the field for those of you that cannot hear. Gives to Vandershoff. Vandershoff fumbles again in the red zone. And again, the Minnesota Vikings turn the ball over in the red zone. For the 2nd straight week in the red zone, Vandershoff coughs it up. Was he down, though? Was he down? And it's got to be reviewed from upstairs. It's hard to tell. It looked like he was down, dude. It looked like he was down. They're going to run one more play. It's a run with Geis. Geis makes a man. Geis will go all the way for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? You call a blitz and this team can't even pick it up. And this stadium is just as confused as Randy is. 75-yard touchdown. How do you let that go? And it's 14-7 coming into the half. So Washington scores off turnovers. We talked about it in the pregame. I don't think you can trust Vandershoff in the red zone anymore. So here we go. First half is in the books. And hello and welcome to your halftime break. I went into the wrong screen. We're going to get into these player stats and then we'll get you back out to Thursday Night Football. It's not Sunday, Randy. It's Thursday. Minnesota Vikings quarterback Smeagol in his first game starting has a 91.2 QB rating. He is 16 for 18. That is 88% completion percentage. For those of you that didn't know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. 126 yards. He has the touchdown, but he also has the interception, his first of the season. He now has 3 touchdowns and 1 pick on the year. Rushing. Ironically, it's Justin Vandershoff. 7 carries, 26 yards. Aaron Moss, 6 carries, 44. Both of the aforementioned men have fumbles in the game. Receiving, Justin Vandershoff leads the team in receiving as well. 4 for 15 and a touchdown. After him, it's Cole Smith. 4 for 57. After him, Luke Slazewski, 3 for 28. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to go to defense and look at total tackles. Zachary Anderson and Jalen Merrick team up to lead the team after 1 half of play. This has been Randy Replay. The run game works as long as it's not in the red zone. If the last 2 weeks tell us anything, just throw the ball in the red zone. We let 14 unanswered points on the board, all off of turnovers. The Smeagol interception and, of course, the Vandershoff fumble. Now, Aaron Moss we cannot let the Eye of Sauron pass over Aaron Moss. He had a fumble that was luckily recovered by us, but the problem is Washington is hitting us so hard. They're injuring all of our players. We have 4 players, maybe even 5 that have been injured, 3 of them being running backs. We're only down to 2. Sam Gable and Justin Vandershoff are playing injured. I mean, I don't know what to say. And then we got Terrence Frelix, Blake Letelier also went down. We'll get all of that in the postgame. This has been Randy Replay. Let's secure the ball, and let's secure the win. Minnesota Vikings football coming back at you. So you got to believe Sam Gable's just in there for decoy purposes. Big throw, caught Jesse Peterson. Oh my goodness! And the team feeling the fire of competition and no goodery. Jesse Peterson. What a play, what a throw, what a catch. Brandon Banker to make it 14-14. It's blocked. Somebody get that thing. Oh my heavens, it's blocked. Dunbar with the block. Comes on the blitz, it's a touchdown. Jordan Reed, he gets tackled into the end zone. What else is new? Or Vernon Davis, rather. I don't know how to announce here. Randy Replay skipped his announcing degree. I don't know what's going on. But here comes Hopkins for the extra point. And just a disappointing play there. I mean, you let him march right down the field. Let's not forget this team is 0-7. From the pistol. Thompson, short throw, missed tackle again. And only Merrick trips, and it's a touchdown. I don't know what's going on. This is an 0-7 team. Running it up on the Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Merrick, the only guy that can catch him, trips on Kenny Erickson. And there's not even an attempt at a tackle by Robert Nichols. I really don't know what's happening. How can we say Skull Vikings if we're not scoring people? 28-13.
Hey, Haywood!
Halo is the call on the field. Darian Wilson, get that first down. He does. Darian Wilson. He lost the dreads, but he's still a threat. So that'll be 4th down. Minnesota Vikings wanted a flag. They didn't get it.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here we go.
He tripped.
We have the people. Smeagol throws. Intercepted again. Oh my heavens. Cole Smith lets him go. And we can't tackle. I mean, I'm done with this team. Dominic Rogers-Cromartie gets another interception thrown by Smeagol, his 2nd of the game. We're going to blitz everybody. Still has time to get the ball away. It's picked off. Aaron Nelson. Aaron Nelson's got some juice. He runs out of bounds. Aaron Nelson. Maybe have brought the Vikings back from the dead with that play. Aaron Nelson, the pressure of Alex Smith was felt, and he throws a pick to Aaron Nelson. Hit as he throws. Wowzers. So Aaron Nelson gets another interception on his season. So no gain on the play, 3rd and 8. This is for the game here. For all intents and purposes, Drew Ward will drop back into coverage, and it's intercepted. Robert Nichols keeping us in the now. If he wouldn't have stepped out of bounds, that would have been a pick 6. You gotta believe it. You gotta believe it. If he would not have stepped out of bounds, that's a pick six with his speed. Oh my heavens. So Robert Nichols keeps us in the game. Here we go. Smeagol. Throws.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point. His kick is good. Makes the score Redskins 31, Vikings 13.
And I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Jalen Myrick downs it in the end zone. I have no words. He's just trying to force it down the field here. Just take what the defense gives you and move on. Smeagol. Throws. And Peterson has got to do everything. That'll get me riled up. Peterson's got to do everything. They're going to go no huddle. And just as he was about ready to throw it, gets sacked again by Sweat. This time at Minnesota Vikings. Pump fake. He'll throw it away. 3rd and 17 now. I mean, you really gotta do something here if you're the Minnesota Vikings. You cannot let them do this. Smeagol out of the shotgun. Throws it. Cole Smith, he was held on the play. No flags, he was held. Cole Smith wants a flag. We're going to take another look at this. Hit as he threw. Right there, his arm was being held back. Right there, no penalty. Fabian actually pulled him backwards. So we're going to forego the field goal attempt.
Hey, exit.
Smeagol. Throws for Cole Smith. And again, Cole Smith does not come down with the ball. So a gain of 3. And we're on with Rashid Spinks. They will move it. Rashid Spinks lets him go in the end zone. Doesn't help that our camera could not see over there. 41-13 now. It's almost a mercy rule. And it's 42-13. This game is out of control now. 3rd down. Throws. And it's Slazewski in the end zone, touchdown. Stands there looking around. It's his first touchdown catch of the year. He's just standing there, mouthing something to the crowd. I mean, maybe it's too little too late, but wowzers. So Minnesota not going for 2. To make it 42-20, it just sneaks into the outside, or the inside rather. Now we're on with Kenny Erickson. Quick throw to the outside, that, oh my heavens. You've got to be kidding me. Another touchdown for Alex Smith. And are we ever going to win another game this season? I mean, if anything, we could get the first pick in the draft. But we gave away our first round pick, so this is a meaningless season, basically. Well here. Smeagol. Out of the shotgun yet again. He's got a man. Slazewski down the field. First down, and that's 400 yards in the debut for Smeagol. Throws. Cole Smith. Fumbles. No! What is wrong with this team and fumbling in the red zone?
At the 2-yard line.
Get the safety, Vikings safety! All right, Josh Spencer and Poitras Malu team up to get the safety. Oh my goodness! There's a ton of Vikings there. So there's the first safety for your Minnesota Vikings this season. So 3rd and 10, Smeagol. Has a man wide open, it's Lou Wang. Big completion, Lou Wang, big hits. We're going to call a timeout. The Minnesota Vikings are actually going to play for points here. So that was an exciting play there, you know. Lou Wang now has 257 yards on the season. Oh my goodness! Oh my heavens, what was that? That was an overthrow if I've ever seen one. Here we go. Short throw incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. 2 seconds left on the clock! 3rd and 10. Smeagol. Got to get him into a vulnerable situation.
5.
No, as he was about to throw, he gets sacked. That's the game. So Smeagol will go down in a heap to end this thing, and it's disappointing. It really is to be on this team. I mean, I don't know what it is, dude. I really don't know what it is. It's the turnovers. You have to limit the turnovers. 5 turnovers for the Minnesota Vikings today. As you can see, we lose again, and we give Washington their first team win, and Smeagol is visibly upset. Not how he wanted his debut to go. It was looking good for so long, and we just let it slip away. So Smeagol, QB rating of 80 on the button. 33 for 58, that is 58% completion percentage. He has 448 yards on the day. 3 touchdowns, but also 3 picks. Aaron Moss, 10 carries for 62 yards, 1 fumble. Justin Vandershoff, 8 for 31, also had a fumble. Travis Parker, 6 for 9. Smeagol, 2 for 14, also had a fumble. Terrence Felix, 2 for 6. Sam Gable, 1 for 9. Matthew Peterson, 1 for 6. Receiving, Cole Smith led this team in catches. 8 catches, 93 yards, no touchdowns. Luke Slazewski finally got into the mix of things. 5 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Darian Wilson, 5 for 52. Justin Vandershoff, 4 for 15 with a touchdown. J.J. Peterson led the team in receiving yardage. 4 catches, 111, and a touchdown. Lou Wang also had a big couple plays. 3 catches, 55. Luis Gonzalez, 5 targets, 2 catches, 30 yards. Travis Lee, 1 for 10. Sam Gable, 1 for 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different receivers for your Minnesota Vikings today. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to go to defense and look at total tackles. And it's Rashid Spiggs with 9. Jimmy Lindsay with 7. Justin Lewis, Zachary Anderson, Jalen Merrick each with 6. Paul Fritchie with 5. Aaron Nelson, Poy Trollamalu with 4. Thomas Cross, Thaddeus Rosu, Richard Salty, David Arnold, Garrett Bradbury, Matthew Arnsdorf with 2. Ryan Bealo, Josh Fitzer, Cole Smith, Scott Rethwell, Kenny Erickson, Deion Dawkins, Terrell Oliver, Drew Ward, Sean Clausen, and Sam Gable with 1. Tackles for loss, we had a bunch. Jeremy Lindsay with 2, Ryan Bealo with 1, Josh Fitzer, Richard Salty, and Matthew Arnsdorf each with 1. No sacks for your Minnesota Vikings on an 0-7 team. We had 3 interceptions, Robert Nichols, Aaron Nelson, and Matthew Arnsdorf. Pass deflections, we had 2, 1 by Jesse Peterson, 1 by Justin Lewis. No forced fumbles, no fumble recovery, no fumble yards, no block kicks, 1 safety by Josh Fitzer, and no defensive touchdowns for your Minnesota Vikings today. In the kicking game, Brandon Baker had an easy peasy lemon squeezy day. 2 for 3 on extra points, 1 was blocked. Punting, Taylor Pleen had 3 punts for 154, he net 121. Jalen Merrick 6 kick returns, 149, longest of 30. It's been Randy Replay. What is the answer for this team? Like, I know it's the turnovers, but there's got to be some sort of mindset that they're in to keep fumbling the ball here in the red zone. And it doesn't matter who's at quarterback. We're going to throw a multiple interception game. I'd like to see a game where we don't take as many shots down the field and we don't overthrow as many passes, but I don't think that's going to happen unless you outsource a quarterback. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in just a moment. Once again, your Minnesota Vikings lose to the 0-7 Washington football team, 49-22. And hello and welcome back to the main screen. Minnesota Vikings don't come out unscathed. We do have an injury, a new injury. We'll see who it is. Blake Letellier with a dislocated elbow. He'll be out for 2 weeks. Josh Gable, who has not played a single snap this season, had a knee cartilage tear. He's out for 4 more weeks. At least I don't think so. Let me see here. Oh yes, never mind. He has played. We make mistakes as broadcasters. So a lot of injuries took place in that game. Washington, you could say, it was questionable whether or not they were hitting to injure or not. Every hit was a big hit. So Blake Letellier, the only person that comes out with a lasting injury, dislocated elbow, he's out for 2 weeks. And of course, Daniel Henricks has not played a snap this season. He was on the IR, put on IR in the preseason. Now, we move on to Kansas City, who, I'm going to be honest, unless we outsource Tom Brady or Russell Wilson or somebody, I don't see any way where we walk out of this game with a win. I don't. I'm just going to, this is Randy being honest. Call it what you will. No faith in the squad. I mean, when you're 2-6 and you're on the road in a hostile environment like KC, it's bad. It's very, very bad. I mean, it's the playmakers on that team. This might be a first quarter mercy rule kind of game. I mean, I'm just going to be completely transparent and honest. Randy Replay has purple faith. If you cut him, he will bleed purple, but there's no... I don't see a chance where we walk out of this with a win. I'm just going to be completely honest and transparent. Once again, your Minnesota Vikings lose to the 0-7 Washington football team, 49-22. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you next week.